Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carriage podcast for the month of July.
We are sitting here on a Friday night just enjoying the summer heat.
Yeah, it's not actually super hot. It's pleasant, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in an air-conditioned house, and it hasn't actually been too warm here in Missoula. A little bit warm, a little bit hot. Like, I bet it hit like 90
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I don't have AC at my house, so
house.
I really notice the heat wave, and we just haven't had one this summer, and I'm appreciating that. Thank you, nature.
I like it a little bit warmer. I kind of miss the heat a little bit, but hey, who am I to complain? But on this topic of summer, what's your thought of like July vibes and summer and heat and no school?
Well, I remember, and actually you might as well, and this is, some time ago, that during the summer we would go out to the coast and visit our aunt.
Aunt or aunt?
Both.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Our aunt and our aunt.
Anyway, it was, I think I was still in college, and you would have been quite young.
Quite young.
And it was on the 4th of July, and I had this hat, you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's your hat story.
Yeah, I had this hat. We called it the dead man's hat. You know what? I'm just not going to go into it right now.
Dead man's hat.
But it was this kind of...
it's just like a green hat.
It was a dapper looking...
like some hat that you'd find at like a
1940s
yard sale for
1940s era
for a quarter.
But we'd called it the dead man's hat.
Yeah, you don't need to explain it.
Not going to explain it. But
Unexplained.
I'd put sparklers on it.
Of course, as
and
you do.
ran around on our aunt's driveway, and consequently burned a hole in the
A-hole.
A-hole.
Yeah, I think there was a couple A-holes in the situation.
Yes.
So that's your thoughts of summer.
Well, no, it's like
I like summer like I like a hole in my hat.
I like summer like running around like a moron with a sparkler on your head.
That's summer vibes right there.
It is. Just kind of like it symbolizes the stupidity / freedom of summer when summer breaks still existed for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything stupid happens in summer. You know what I mean by that?
I mean,
it's like
stupid things happen year round.
When did you break your foot? Like what season?
That was summer.
Yeah, you know what season I broke my foot?
Oh my God, summer?
It was summer.
Ah, no way.
You burned a hole in your hat in summer. I don't know. There's plenty of stupid things that happen in summer.
I got in a motorcycle wreck in the summer.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I think only from so far, I mean, prove it. Prove it otherwise. Only stupid things happen in summer.
So summer is the season of stupid.
Kind of.
Oh, nice.
Can I say when I think of summer, I think of Ranma 1/2.
Oh, that's
summer vibes right there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We and this is much longer ago. Our parents used to own this house with a pool, it's ridiculous in the Rocky Mountains because you can only really use the pool for like a couple weeks during the entire year. Yeah. That it's actually even warm enough to swim. And this wasn't a heated pool. This was just a
pool.
Yeah, but it was there was this tarp that you would lay on top. So my parents bought, and it kind of made the pool into a gigantic waterbed. And my dad would put up a sheet over the overhang on the deck and use a projector and reverse it. So it's like a giant like projector screen, and we would sit on the waterbed pool and watch movies.
Or Ranma 1/2.
Well, yeah, usually Ranma 1/2. Or,
so summer vibes, man.
And just to, how long ago this was, hook up the PlayStation 1 and play Soul Blade.
That's a good think of like games that speak summer. Like I feel like there's some games or some series that you go, yeah, that's summer.
Yeah.
Like to me, like Final Fantasy series that's summer. Like to me, like I think a Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest, that's a winter game.
Yeah.
I think of Final Fantasy, man, that's a summer series.
Yeah.
Like I think of like Persona 4, that's a summer game.
You know what? You know what's weird? I think Persona 4 is a winter game for me.
Huh?
I think it's like when I say
you play it.
Yeah,
like when you first, or like when the most memorable playthrough of it was.
Well, actually, like with Persona 4 playing on PS2, it was in the winter, and then playing your copy of Persona 4 Golden on your Vita.
Yeah,
I borrowed that. Yeah, it was also in the winter, but I think it's something about cozy vibes, like Persona.
It's too cozy for you.
No, it's
it's too cozy for the summer.
Yeah, it's too cozy for the summer for me.
It's a little too warm, a little warm blanket.
But I get Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy feels stupid. Like it feels like it belongs in the season of stupid. Final Fantasy 12. It's not a stupid game, but that's a summer game.
That's a summer game. Yeah. Man, I had a couple more locked and loaded summer. Oh, this isn't a game. Anime. I think anime is just summer vibes, period. But GTO, summer vibes.
Oh, yep. Great teacher, Onizuka.
That's an unappreciated anime.
Yeah. I
think it's relatively obscure here in the West, at least. Just recent, or in the past year, my wife went to a convention and got my copy of Animerica with Onizuka on the cover, signed by Steve Bloom. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's hanging up on my wall in my office.
Carriage Way Twitter at Carriage_Way follows Steve Bloom.
Oh yeah,
check us out on Twitter. Shameless plug.
Yeah, it's like, follow us. We follow Steve Bloom. Such heavy hitters.
Yeah. Let's see. What have we been playing, watching, listening to? Media and mediums we're consuming as if they were food. So, could I talk about food in this section?
Sure. I mean, but if you're consuming media, like that would be you're just eating paint.
Yeah, I mean, I do my fair share of sniffing paint.
Oh, okay.
You can tell that's why I have so few brain cells. That's why I'm not good at video games.
As long as you have two to rub together.
Uh-huh. What, to get some friction going? What are you talking about?
Well, like, how you say when people are thinking, they're like rubbing their brain cells together. I don't know.
Who's rubbing their brain cells together?
Just people, man. Okay, you were saying something about food.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about food.
God damn it.
So what have you wanted to talk about Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, like 2 months in a row?
Okay, yeah. Like I keep watching that show. That show's all right.
Get a room.
I like those characters, but I've got a pet peeve with that show. That
Andy Samberg.
No, my pet peeve is that it presents itself as having the way that it tackles like police stuff is so like crazy and over the top, but it's presenting it like it's realistic.
Mm.
And like, you know, I like is like just ground that stuff. Like they don't have to be in an exciting job for this to be a good show. It's like it's mostly a show about kind of just, you know, being in an office with these kind of, you know, oddball characters. You know, they could work anywhere, but that it's
like when Scrubs, all of a sudden it's like, no, we're a serious doctor show. We talk about real medical conditions.
Well, yeah. I mean, like they present, you know, it's a like Hollywood action. The precinct, like but the thing is in the show themselves, they're like calling out Hollywood as being unrealistic.
Oh.
And in not an ironic way.
That sounds funny.
No, it's like don't you get that you are just as ridiculous? But like the thing is like that's my least favorite part of the show is about being cops or whatever. Like the show is good because it has like fun, wacky, and oddly relatable characters.
So say I'm somebody who, like, I'm a big fan of the show Cops.
Okay, those are actually real people.
So like, no, that's a sitcom. It's really funny.
I mean, it is funny.
So will I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I like Cops? No.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would be up for Reno 911.
Oh, is that Beverly Hills 90210? Is that like that?
It's the sequel.
Oh, okay. So let's see. What have I watched in the realm of TV. I watched Stranger Things season 3 with Mom and Dad, of course, and it is one of my favorite shows ever. It's one of those shows that you watch and you go, I will never make anything as good as this, but that is all right.
Oh, is it all right?
Yeah, it's okay that I'll never make anything as good as that because I get to appreciate it. I get to enjoy it and love it and savor it. I really I liked Stranger Things before. I really liked season 1. I really liked season 2. It was something I was looking forward to, but it just surprised me how it quickly became one of my favorite shows ever. And I think it really comes down to, you talk about like a show that evolves with its actors. And I think they're really smart about, they had kid actors and these kids are getting older and let's progress the time. Let's move further into the 80s. What is these kids struggle like in late middle school? And then the kids who started out in high school, they're now graduated and here's their first job outside of high school. And you just have these excellent storylines and character interactions and believable, certainly memeable moments. And I think as a show that really everybody can like, no matter the age, no matter your interests, because there's something there for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, it's, I've only seen a couple episodes of season 1, but I liked what I saw.
So you're pretty much an expert.
That's what I just said. But I do like, I like period piece, fiction.
Dazed and Confused, dude. Top 10 period pieces.
But like, you know, have lived, in the 80s. And, you know,
the majority of your life you lived in the 80s. Really? I mean, you're practically an expert.
No, like, you know, but like the thing is, I remember the 80s fondly, just mostly because I like, you know, I liked being a small child and not having to worry about things too much. You
had to worry about the Russians.
I was too young to even worry about the Russians. By the time I was worried about the Russians, the Soviet Union was gone. Yeah, but I like sort of re-experiencing that, like my very fuzzy, vague memories of that time. And like, it's a show I want to get back to. I just got to make time for it.
Make
Make that time.
And you were reading a book.
Oh yeah.
Have people heard of this author before? It seems like relatively obscure.
His name is Gurm.
Huh. Gurm, like germ?
Yes. I've been reading A Clash of Kings, book 2 of A Song of Ice and Fire. Good shit. Like, that guy's a hell of a writer. But everybody knows that. I'm just, having seen the entirety of Game of Thrones and then just kind of mapping on, and like comparing and contrasting the story from the book and the show. Mm-hmm. Both are good, obviously.
Well, in the book, this character has green eyes, and in the show, they have blue eyes. So it really is a huge deviation early on.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I'd watched when I was kind of watching Game of Thrones lore videos when I was just like way into it, and this has been some time ago. But one of those YouTube channels that's famous for its Game of Thrones lore swore up and down that the world of Game of Thrones didn't have a moon. There was no moon ever mentioned. Like, they said, was never mentioned in the book. Like, it's like, oh,
interesting.
Moons have been the moon has been mentioned many times in this book alone. And I'm like a quarter of the way through the book. Moons come up, like the moon comes up all the time. Those people are full of shit. That world has a goddamn moon. You assholes.
Well, what's funny is when in my book that I'm writing, I don't think I ever mentioned the moon. So maybe there just isn't a moon in my world.
Well, no, it's okay. These people obviously hadn't read the book. Like, somebody.
Maybe they read the Spark Notes though. Give them some credit.
I'm just saying is that I was led to believe from one of these lore channels.
Yeah, I get it. Everybody gets it. Everybody knows.
Okay, it was very frustrating. It's like, pardon? Like, that's...
Pardon?
Pardon. Yeah.
I watched on Netflix the Japanese voiceover version of Castle Cagliostro, Lupin III Castle Cagliostro, which was actually directed by little old Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen this movie, Joe?
Refresh my memory. Wait, is this the one that happens to be my very favorite movie of all time?
No, that's Beautiful Dreamer.
That I've seen like 100 times?
No, that's Beautiful Dreamer, sorry. You're thinking of a different movie.
Okay.
You're thinking of the Ursa Yatsuro one. This one stars... It's. I'm not going to get into the details. You can go watch it. I'd seen it before, but it was just one night, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a bowl of mixed nuts and a Glencairn glass of some sort of alcohol. I don't remember what it was at the time. And just kick back and find something. And the thing I found was Castle Cagliostro. And yeah, it was a good movie. Like, you talk about good characters and good direction. I really do love Hayao Miyazaki's direction, and I know he's sort of considered to be kind of like a jerk in life, but dude makes great movies. And like, he's super judgmental of other animation styles and other directors and movies, but it's like, if anybody's earned the right to be judgmental of how movies are made or other people's things, it's that guy, because dude knows how to put together a movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what a dick though.
Well, and I don't consider myself a movie fan. Movies are one of my least favorite storytelling mediums. I really love TV series. I really love games. I'm not a big reader, but that's really beside the point. But like those Ghibli movies, truly, I really love. And to me, they just do something right that other movies for me don't. Like other movies that I watch, they just don't really scratch the right itch.
Well, I think and I'm speaking broadly, because like there are obviously very, very good movies, but I think generally movies happen or just are in that medium ground where they're just long enough to be boring, but not long enough to actually say anything.
Yeah.
So, and like, I just like some of people's favorite movies, and I'm like, that was garbage.
Well, even like looking at the MCU movies.
Oh, most of those are terrible.
The ones that people really like, I find myself not liking, and the ones that people don't like Guardians 2, that's like one of my favorite of the MCU movies.
Yeah, it's got to be different priorities or something, but some of those MCU movies are borderline unwatchable. And it's, the ones people rave over.
Top 3 MCU movies, go. Fast.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and then Thor Ragnarok.
Guardians 2. Guy. It's been so long since
Clock is ticking.
It's been so long since I've seen Guardians 1. I really liked it at the time.
Tick tock.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Spider-Man one, all right.
Oh yeah, Homecoming, but like it was way overshadowed by Into the Spider-Verse.
That's the thing.
In the same goddamn year.
Truly, my favorite Marvel movies are the Deadpool movies and Into the Spider-Verse.
And those aren't MCU.
No, yeah. So it's like those. I wanted to say those, but don't fit. But Guardians 1 and 2. Yeah.
But people go gaga over those Harry Potter movies, and I think. It's not like, the books are better. Well, the books are better, but the movies are crappy. Like, those are bad.
Controversial statement.
Those are bad movies. Well, 1 and 2 are all right. 3 was kind of meh. And the rest of them are so bad as to be, like, just hair-pullingly just awful.
I think I've seen almost all of them, but none of them, I don't remember any of them.
The books are legitimately good. Almost all of the movies are the worst.
Write us an angry comment. Tell us we're wrong. Or add us at carriage_way on Twitter. Anything else you want to talk about that you've been ingesting?
Oh, I mean, I could talk forever about the Castle of Cagliostro.
Oh, no. People don't want to hear that.
That movie
We can do a spoiler cast for that.
Great. There are 3 different versions. You have the Japanese language version. You have the first dub, which was done by a debunked Streamline Pictures, which went out of business when Orion went under. And then Manga Video got the rights, and they made their own dub, which is
David Hayter.
David Hayter as Lupin. It's not nearly as good. The Streamline Pictures version is my favorite, even more than the Japanese one.
It was a little weird to watch the Japanese VO because it's like if you were playing the Yakuza games with English VO, it's like something about that just feels wrong because the characters were supposed to not be speaking Japanese because there are characters who are Japanese who come from Japan who are supposed to be speaking Japanese, I think. So that made sense. But then for all these other characters in some small European country, it just like, I don't know, it was just weird to me. It was hard.
You mean Cagliostro?
Yeah, but that's like not a real place.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Lupin is supposed to be French, but the rest of the rest of his gang is Japanese.
Yeah,
Fujiko and Jigen and Goemon.
Jinx. And then what? Oh, dude, who's the detective?
Zenigata.
Top 10 detectives, go.
Zenigata.
Zenigata's number 1. You put Batman on there. Batman's lame. Batman's a dork.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is a dork, dude. Whatever. Get out of here.
Also a dork. I mean, I think.
Have you ever tried reading the books?
I've read all of the books.
The Sherlock Holmes books.
Yes.
The Hound of
the Baskervilles.
Yeah, that book is dull. That's a boring book, dude.
I didn't know you read it.
Yeah, I don't normally. I had to in school. Hated it.
Oh no, dude!
I hated it.
That's so good.
That's why I hate reading. I don't know.
Was very illuminating, like that. Sherlock Holmes was a drug addict. It's written like
Yeah.
Just that's how it was written. No, I love those books.
Top 10. Naoto, dude. Top 10 detectives.
Oh my God, yeah.
Akechi. Top 10 detectives.
Adachi. Top 10 detectives.
Yeah, oh yeah. So just Persona characters at this point. Our top 10 list features 5 Persona characters.
Oh, what was your uncle's name in Persona 4?
Dojima.
Dojima, yeah.
And then in 5, it's Sojiro.
Oh yeah, he wasn't a detective, so
No.
he's not. You know what? Let's put him on the list.
Yeah, he's practically a detective.
He's an honorary top 10 detective.
Yeah. On our honorary list, Teddy. And so what we needed is like like fighting game rosters that have 2 of the same character.
Yeah,
we need bear form Teddy and then handsome boy Teddy, both on our top 10 list, separate spots.
Handsome Boy Teddy is my favorite indie band.
No, it ain't. Handsome Boy Teddy's a good name though.
Yeah, it is.
Are we ready to move on to our bets, Joe?
I think we are. Let's see here.
Do we bet on our new games first? Games coming out in the next month.
I can't remember how we did.
This is our podcast 7 that we've been doing like this.
Okay.
I think we do. Yes, because then the old. No, I think we.
No, I think
we do the old bets first.
Okay, we're doing the old bets first.
Yes.
Find out who lost. Who's the loser?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I feel like I've lost for like 3 months in a row. It's been brutal. I wanted to cry.
Okay. First up was Sea of Solitude,
which was that indie game by EA.
Jacob had bet 83, and I had bet, and this is Metacritic.
Metacritic. We're betting on Metacritic scores. The loser of this, just to give people perspective, the loser of our betting thing has to Photoshop their face twice onto the heroines of
the new game
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yeah. Okay. The first game up was Sea of Solitude. You had bet 83. I had bet 75. And the true Metacritic score is 69.
Hey.
That's a
best number, right?
that's a win for yours truly.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Okay. Next up is Dragon Quest Builders 2, a very fantastic game. Jacob had bet 88, and I had bet 84, and the true Metacritic score, 86.
PS4 when applicable, by the way.
Which is directly in the middle, so that's a wash. Okay, next up.
So one Joe, that's...
And then a wash. Okay, so, yeah, one me. Okay, Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the...
Switch!
Jacob had bet 71.
Shout out to the Easy Allies.
I had bet 80, and the true Metacritic score, 73. So that's a win
and
first.
You chastised me for my low score on this one.
It was on the Switch. It was published by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's like, how crappy is that game that it only got a 73?
It must really be a 60.
So 1-1 right now.
1-1.
1-1.
Feeling good.
Then Fire Emblem Three Houses. Also on the
Switch.
Jacob had bet 89. I had bet 85. And the true Metacritic score, 87. Directly in the middle. Another wash.
How often does that happen?
Twice in a row.
So, okay, we're 1-1 and we have 2 washes and then we have 1 game left. So it comes down to this 1 game.
It comes down to Wolfenstein : Youngblood.
Fitting for the loser, what the loser has to do.
Or Wolfenstein : Blood.
Ooh.
Ooh. And Jacob had bet 79 and I had bet 87.
Blood.
And the true Metacritic score is 72. So Jacob wins.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
2 Jacob, 1 Joe.
Wait, Jacob, what? What?
Joe did not win, is what I meant.
Joe did not win. So, Joe, and I think part of this, we talked about we had to like at Bethesda. I think that still holds. I think it would be funny if we had to at Todd Howard, though.
Oh, dude, I insist on it. I mean, he hasn't to do anything with the game.
Is it funnier just to at only Todd Howard? No explanation?
I think we should at Todd Howard for everything we tweet.
Oh, that would be good. Todd Howard just starts following. He becomes subscriber number 45. He's like, wow, these guys are pretty good.
I do have a punchable face.
Hey, someone recognized my stand-up routine at Bethesda's E3.
Okay, so I will
to see that to the Carriageway Twitter
soon. I look forward to photoshopping my face twice
on the heroines of
the heroines who it turns out are not identical twins.
So I'll just make it all the funnier.
Onto I think I'll just probably do the game cover of Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
So new bets.
Okay. Coming out August 2nd.
Yeah.
Madden 20.
Ooh, my most anticipated game in 2019 so far. Big sports ball fan. Okay, and then so Joe and I wrote down our scores before we started so that we can have overlap and we're not Prices writing it, and I'm not pushed into anything that I don't want to be pushed into any crevice that I don't want to be pushed into in this betting game.
Gross. So what are you giving Madden?
A 75.
I'm giving Madden an 80. And I have been keeping up on...
I have no idea how sports games or Madden specifically reviews.
I mean, if I had to review one, it would be really low.
Hey, they're probably all right. Does it have a story mode, do you know?
I don't know or care.
Oh. Poor Madden.
And that, okay. And then jumping toward the end of the month, next game is Oninaki.
Ooh.
Coming out August 22nd.
That's made by Tokyo RPG Factory.
Yeah.
Who did I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere.
Yeah. Setsuna was all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, what do you, let's see. Oninaki.
I bet 69. Best number.
I bet 79.
Whoa. Okay.
I don't know. Like, this might be their sweet spot.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Next up on August 27th is Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey.
So this is that one game made by the creator of Assassin's Creed?
Patrice Désilets.
And it's like the one where it's kind of like Tokyo Jungle. It seems like you start out as like a Homo erectus, and then time passes, and then you're a human.
Yeah, I mean...
You find the missing link.
The thing is like I'm a huge a paleontology nerd, and just from
anthropology, Joe. Just say it. Anthropology. Paleontology people associate with dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's just dinosaurs. Anyway, I'm a big paleontology nerd.
And anthropology.
And archaeology, and anyway, but this game pissed me off just from the trailers, just everything they're getting wrong. I'm never in the same way I'm never going to go watch a Jurassic Park movie again. It's like I'm just going to be angry the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
did I already say my score?
I don't know. What did you say?
71.
I said 75.
Okay.
Next up, Control.
Ooh, I'm actually really excited for
also
this.
On August 27th.
I'm actually really excited for Control.
And this is made by Remedy. The creators of Max Payne and
Tell me
Alan Wake.
Is that one song? And the Remedy.
Oh, by Jason Mraz.
Is that Jason Mraz? Is that song called Remedy?
Sure.
Or is it like Melody? Let us know.
I'm okay not knowing. Okay. Yeah. Control. It looks sweet.
I bet 88.
I bet 80.
Whoa.
Okay.
Jeez.
Just from the previews, people have been complaining about severe bugs. That's going to knock it down a couple, even if it's a great game.
Okay.
A couple of points, I mean. Okay.
Knock it down a few pegs.
And then we got 3 games in a row, all on August 30th. First, Astral Chain by Platinum Games.
Switch.
For the Switch. What do you got for Astral Chain?
85.
That's what I said. I said 85.
Okay. It seems like an 85 game.
And the next up is the Blair Witch.
Ooh. Just Blair Witch.
Is it just Blair Witch? Not Project?
Yeah, I think it's just Blair Witch. Which was announced at Microsoft's E3 briefcase. And people thought it was...
Silent Hill?
Silent Hill.
I thought it was Silent Hill.
Imagine how much more excited people would be if it was called Silent Hill. It was the same exact game, but it's called Silent Hill. Yeah. People are excited with Blair Witch as the title, but I have no affinity for that property.
You haven't seen Blair Witch? Oh, it's all right.
I bet 77.
I bet 70.
Okay.
And the last game on the list is one I'm excited for, Man of Medan.
Ooh.
By Supermassive Games.
One of my favorite studios this generation.
Yeah, creators of
Until Dawn. And Hidden Agenda.
Yeah.
Until Dawn, cult classic. The definition.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, please, if you have access to a PlayStation 4, play Until Dawn. It is great, especially if you play it with other people.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Okay, so Man of Medan, what did you say?
81.
87.
Okay. So now we, on the spot, need to come up with stakes for these bets, because you can't just like throw bets into the wind and then have no consequences. You need to lose something or potentially gain something. So, Joe, let's talk this through. We got Man of Medan. It's an adventure game. Normally we have this planned out beforehand, but we forgot to do it. You see our process. This is our working process. Oninaki. Astral Chain. Ooh, Astral Chain, you have what is those, what they're calling ghost weapons? So we have to
like you have a spirit animal that's connected to you through some sort of, astral chain.
Yeah, so maybe it needs to be that we have to design our spirit weapon.
Yeah, like
connected to us.
It's a spirit robot that is connected to your person.
So, and just to make it easier, you don't have to draw yourself. I think you could use a picture of yourself and then draw your astral chain connecting to your spirit animal on top.
But I mean, we also have Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey. Ooh. Could we just Photoshop ourselves as a missing link?
Connected with an astral chain? The missing astral chain link?
And, let's see, and we have Madden 20 on this list as well.
We also have
football
a
helmet. Yeah, football.
I don't want a football thing.
Okay, let's just.
I like the idea of connecting it to the ancestors too. How about? Can it be okay? How about? Can we? I think it. We're on to something. I like the idea of connecting astral chain to the ancestors. So maybe this we have to Photoshop a picture of ourselves being connected to a Homo erectus with a chain.
Okay, so it's gonna be real pervy.
I don't know if that's inherently pervy.
Yeah, it's not inherently pervy, but it will be.
I'm not gonna make mine pervy. I feel like that's.
I think Jacob just admitted that he's gonna lose.
Is that gonna be? Would that be acceptable?
Yeah.
Terms?
Yeah. Let's put a great ape on a chain.
Is that gonna? Okay, maybe is that gonna be offensive?
Hashtag great ape on a chain.
Would it be would it?
Why would that be offensive?
Would it offend people's sensibilities to see a chimpanzee connected to your body, to your belly button with a chain? Would that be flagged as sensitive content?
It's surreal. I can promise you it will be surreal.
Okay. We'll make it not offensive to people's sensibilities. I just do fear. It's we get some sort of in the Twitter rules. It's never Photoshop a chimpanzee chain to your belly button. Okay. So, Joe, who are we?
Oh, we are Carriage Way.
And you can follow us, as I've already said many times, at Carriage_Way on Twitter. Or you can follow Joe.
I'm Byombu. That's BYOMBU on Instagram and Tumblr. If anybody still uses Tumblr.
And why should they check out your Instagram?
I make art.
No, but like what just happened? Joe just posted a new picture, everybody, to his Instagram, so right. People should go check it out.
Yeah, I just made some art. If you're offended by butts, don't click.
Yikes. Too many wheat cakes?
You follow Frank Cho?
I do follow Frank Cho.
Oh, he's the greatest.
I like Frank Cho's art.
Yeah, that's Oh, speaking of another person that Krista got a signed picture from, Frank Cho.
Dude likes butts.
Yeah, apparently he's really nice.
They always are. But people who like butts. All right, everybody. This has been a podcast. We hope to see you next month for August for the culmination of those bets that we just made, and so that you can find out that who lost, and you can find out what we've been playing and making and channel updates and all sorts of stuff. We have to see you then.
Goodbye, everybody.